My stepmom refuses to help me plan my wedding because she doesn't want to interact with my mom, and my mom is really upset that my stepmom has her blocked everywhere, but neither will tell me why there might be bad blood, and I'm going crazy trying to handle the situation. I was furious. Here I was, trying to plan the biggest day of my life, and my organized, capable stepmom was abandoning me over some petty grudge with my emotional but well-meaning mother. For 14 years, my stepmom had been the practical parent. She signed us up for activities, helped with homework, threw birthday parties, and handled all the logistics while my mom worked odd hours at a thrift store. My mom was the emotional support, all hugs and tears and I love yous, but she never had money or time for the practical stuff. When I asked my stepmom why she wouldn't help with a wedding, she said she'd promised herself years ago that once we kids were out of the house, she'd never have to deal with my mom again. She offered money but refused any planning involvement. I was devastated. My mom wanted to help but had no experience with event planning, so I begged my emotional, dramatic mother to step up and plan the wedding of my dreams. That's when the nightmare began. She immediately canceled our outdoor park venue and tried booking a destination wedding in Hawaii. When I said no, she broke down crying, saying I deserved the best, and she wanted to give me the wedding she never had. Red flag number 1. Then she started calling it our wedding, hers, and mine. She changed our cupcake bar to a traditional cake. She picked up wrong supplies. She argued with every vendor, causing massive scenes that ended with her sobbing about how my dad owed her a real wedding. The pattern became clear. She'd sabotage something, I'd get upset, she'd have a meltdown about her own unmet needs, then apologize and blame her depression medication. I'd forgive her, and the cycle would repeat. The final straw came when she sent me a photo of her wedding outfit, a white sequin floor-length dress with a pillbox hat and veil. She was literally dressing like a bride to my wedding. I stared at that photo and went completely numb. Against my better judgment, I drove to my dad and stepmom's house with a picture. When I showed my stepmom, I expected sympathy. Instead, she started laughing so hard she could barely breathe. My dad saw the photo and doubled over, laughing until he couldn't stand up straight. Honey, my stepmom gasped between laughs. This is not our first rodeo with your mother. That's when everything clicked. My stepmom wasn't being difficult, she was protecting herself from exactly this kind of chaos. She'd spent 14 years quietly managing my mom's manipulation while never badmouthing her to us kids. My dad and stepmom immediately went into damage control mode. They taught me to put my mom on an information diet and require passwords at all vendors. They ran interference on my wedding day, handling her drama so I could actually enjoy my celebration. The masterpiece was my stepmom's solution to the white dress problem. She told my mom that white would clash with her own outfit and suggested teal instead, my wedding color. She said it was trendy for both moms to coordinate. My mom showed up in teal. So did my stepmom. They were wearing nearly identical dresses. Apparently, my mom had a complete meltdown when she saw my stepmom, demanding my stepdad take her shopping immediately. When he refused because the ceremony was starting, she tried to trade dresses with a guest. My stepmom found her crying in the bathroom and loudly told my bridesmaid, I wish I'd worn a different dress, it's so similar to my mom's. And everyone keeps saying how much better she looks in it than I do. That was enough to calm my mom down. She spent the rest of the day proudly showing off how good she looked in her teal dress. I didn't hear about any of this drama until after the wedding. My dad and stepmom called it their wedding gift, protecting me from my mom's chaos for one perfect day. Looking back, I finally understood why my stepmom had all those boundaries. My mom wasn't just emotional, she was manipulative, selfish, and had been using her tears to control situations for years. I'm now low contact with my mother and much closer to my dad and stepmom. It's painful realizing how much of my childhood understanding was built on my mom's version of events, but it's also liberating. Turns out the difficult parent was actually the one who'd been quietly protecting us all along.